We travel the back roads of Georgia looking for anything that has meaning or something that would be kind of interesting to take apart, you know, like an old bridge or an old school or gymnasium or something like that would have meaning, and the wood on it would be pretty decent. Because some of this wood here is dated back to the turn of the century, like in the 1900s. Most of these trees that we used for this wood, they was in the forest during the 1600s.
Something different, something people ain't seen before. Stuff's so uncommon. You see it in maple and stuff, but you don't ever see it in pine. When you do, figure what better way to use it than put it in a drum. Let it live on.
Most of the time it's got so much weeds and the roof is off of it that it don't even look like a house. But we'll go and we'll find out who owns it and contact the people and say we'll, you know, tear the house down and clean up the mess in exchange for us keeping the lumber. We'll get the lumber, we'll take it back to the shop, we'll check it with a metal detector, plane it, put it in the kiln for 2 to 3 weeks, kill any insects and get the moisture content to the proper level. And then we'll begin constructing a drum out of it. We'll start with rough lumber and we'll cut each piece on a slight angle to make a circle, kind of like a barrel. And after that, we'll mill it. We'll mill the insides perfectly round. We'll mill the outsides perfectly round. We'll put a unique finish on it. Like this wood right here is some of the wood that was grown in the forest in about the 1600s. 1600s, if you was to cut down a tree, this is the kind of wood that you would get right here. This is maple. This is heart pine staggered, every other one. And if you run your hand across it, it's not 100% smooth. It's weathered to feel the rain, the wind, the snow over the past couple hundred years being exposed to the elements. We try to keep that natural characteristic preserved into the instrument.
These drums allow me to exercise my voice and not only that, what I'm looking for in a snare drum, like, you know, just really sensitive, very dynamic, full body tone, absolutely killing snare rim shot sound, and then on top of that, great hardware. It's built to perfection. They're gonna last on the road. You can just like beat them to a pulp. I've been bringing 2 on the road. I've been playing Outlaw Drums now for about a year, and they've been with me all the time on this tour, and nothing wrong. I mean, they sound great, they're built great, and you can really dial them in too, which is another problem I find with a lot of snare drums. I just can't manipulate the drum enough to get what I want out of them, until I found these drums. And on top of that, you're playing like some of the rarest wood in the world, so like that's going to give its own character to the drum and to the sound. That's now going to be your sound. I've been to Fork's Drum Closet and played all the snares most of the snares in the snare room, and played so many snares. You know, I got snares coming out of my ears, and then, you know, talked to Mike about it through email, came out here, and, you know, just found my right voice. Just trying different products and trying to figure out what you want to play and who you are as a drummer is, once you find that, you know, it helps. It definitely helps.
It's my heart, it's my passion to, you know, to see this wood that would otherwise be destroyed, but bring new life to it.
Outlaw Drums has its own unique sound because of what Mike is grabbing and using as these different types of woods now, and how well he makes the drums. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, I can't find a better snare than these. Honestly, it's great job.
No, but like seriously, I mean, it's just, it's rare to find product that's good, especially, I mean, at this point, you know, that's reasonable. You know, this is beyond reasonable. You don't find quality hand craftsmanship for this price, that's for sure.